Welcome to a tutorial on how to use Google Maps and Google Street View to complete your biome project. Firstly, you're going to go to Google, and then you're just going to type in maps. It's going to be the first link that you see there. Now, you could also put in google.com/maps. Either way is going to take you to this application. Now, if you notice, it generally starts me right where I am. If I was at my home, it would show me in Phoenixville. But since I'm doing this from Methacton High School, it shows me here at Methacton High School. You can see that this is kind of an idealized map version. We don't see trees or houses or things. Yes, we see some businesses and we see some areas and street names. But over here we have a satellite view. If I click on that, it'll give me the natural stuff that's underneath all the road names. So now you can see that we get a better view. There are some buildings, like Methacton High School. There are some fields. There are also natural areas like this. It just gives you an idea what the actual land looks like that's underneath those green blocks that you have when you have map view. Now, there's a little gentleman over here, my little orange gentleman, and he's going to be street view. I prefer to use him on satellite view, so we'll click satellite view again. Now, if I click on him, you're going to notice a whole lot of blue lines are about to show up. Okay, and that's because Google's really been a lot of places in our area. Obviously not every single road, but it's been on a lot of them. And so if I unclick him, you'll notice that those blue lines go away. So I click, they show up. I unclick and they disappear. Let's zoom out or zoom back. You'll notice that when we get zoomed out a little bit more, it starts to get pretty messy because Google has done a ton of Google Street View in our area. Because we're doing a project on biomes, we're probably going to be in a lot more natural areas. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a natural area that related to my biome topic, which was mountains, and I'm going to select Mount Everest. When I do that, you'll notice that logical things come up here. I'm not looking for the moving company or something in New Jersey. I'm looking for the Mount Everest. So I'm going to click on the first one. And it's going to automatically fly me to Mount Everest. This is obviously on the Nepal-Chinese border, so pretty cool that Google just takes me right there. And you can see that it's pinned Mount Everest, probably the summit. Now, I'm going to go over here and click on my gentleman again. And I click on him, but nothing shows up. Well, that's because Google hasn't been absolutely everywhere with their Street View. So if that happens, all you need to do is hit the minus, and we're going to zoom out. And we're going to zoom out until we get some kind of Google Street View that's on our page. And look, it's over here. Now, what I want you to see before we do anything else is that there are dots and there are lines. Now, when we have the dots are going to be a 360-degree photograph of the area. The lines are going to be a road or a trail, depending on where you are in the world. And so we're going to click on one or two of the dots just to see what those look like. Here's a mountaintop. Let's try it. So I've clicked on this mountaintop and I can do a 360-degree look to see what it would be like if I were actually here. Tilting up and down works as well. But if I clicked anywhere on this photograph, it wouldn't allow me to move forward. Like, for example, if I wanted to see that mountaintop, I can't click and just go there, or that mountaintop. Sometimes you can, but in this area, people haven't taken 360-degree photographs of every area. If I want to see something else, I just need to exit out and go back to my map, and then I can select something else. For example, let's see what this photograph is. Now I'm in a different location. But again, it's a 360-degree clicking and dragging. Just in case any of you hear me use this word in class, this is what we call a cairn. A cairn is a trail marker. It's a stacking of rocks that hikers use to tell other people where the trail is. It's just kind of interesting that that was in here. So again, This one we can't click and drag, we just get to look at the photograph. So we're going to exit out again. Now this time, let's come down and let's see some of these blue lines that we have down in this area. And what I can do is I can either click and drag on my little gentleman. I can actually pick him up and pull him over here and drop him on the line, or I could have just clicked on the line. And when I do that, what you can see is that we're in an area where I'm actually going to be able to move around in space. So this is a guest house, that just happens to be on Google Map. Now I can use the actual map like this. I can click on the map and it will zoom me to my new location. So that's very helpful. I can just click and it will fly me there. Or if I'm on the actual map and I want to just go somewhere else, like I want to go over this way and I want to see the pack animals, or maybe I want to go over and check out, what's going on at another part of the trail, I'm able to do that by using this item. You can see there's little arrows. They kind of give me a hint about where I can go or where Google will take me. Oh, through someone's house. Amazing. Thank you, Google. And then I'll just get myself out of this person's house by clicking over here. So again, you can sometimes click and it will simply take you and move you around in space so that you can see different locations, or you can hit exit again, brings you back out to the larger map, reactivate Street View, and I can go even further away. I can say, that wasn't as interesting a town as I thought, didn't really give me what I want. Let me zoom out and one more time. And let me see if I click and drag around the map. Is there another location where I might be able to get some street view? Oh, look, lots of dots over here. And then this town has some street view as well. So let's zoom in to this other location. And look, I just dropped my guy in and I can see a street view of this particular city. So hopefully you know a little bit more about Google Maps. There are a lot of options that you can use in Google Maps. If you like it better, if it's a little bit clearer for you, you can use the version where you just have a generic green background along with names. Satellite view, probably a little bit more useful because that way you can see things like topography. You can see green natural areas that might be useful for your biome.